All right, this is exciting. Dana, it's exciting to have you here. For those of you who don't know, Dana is one of our board members. And the way that Rancho works is we have an incredible staff that works hard day in and day out, boots on the ground. And then we have an incredible board that leads the church and kind of makes sure that we are staying on mission. And tell us a little bit about you and how you serve in that capacity.
Well, first off, I would say in priority order, I am a apprentice of Christ. I'm a husband, I'm a father, and I'm a grandfather. I'm a retired finance accounting executive. That was my career. I serve on the board, bring a perspective from finance, a perspective as a Christian, and a perspective as just a mature adult.
Very nice. Well, we're very thankful to have you on the board and lots of wisdom coming out of you and just serving this church well. One of the things that we talk a lot about here is diversity. Our mission, it's baked into who we are. The DNA of Rancho is we are a diverse community of friends advancing the cause of Christ through mercy, justice, and love. And we've been talking about that for several years. And as we have been saying that out loud and living that and being intentional about that, we've seen our church become a little bit more diverse, have we not?
I think we have. In fact, I would say that that mission statement was more than just words. It's the reason that I'm here. When we were looking for a church a few years ago, my wife and I looked at that and we said, this is something we can get behind. And it's been a pleasure to see that embodied in the way Rancho Church conducts its business. So it means a lot. It's more than just words on a page. And I think it's welcoming to the broader community.
Yeah, absolutely. And so, because that's in our mission, because that's in our DNA, when things like Black History Month come around, we look forward to that. We look forward to the conversations that starts. So, I want to know from you, what does Black History Month mean for you personally?
Well, first off, I would say Black history is American history. I think it's a month where we can shine a light on stories and people that perhaps don't get as much light as they should. And I think it's an opportunity for us to educate ourselves about our broader community, to learn and be inspired by these stories and by these people. And so that certainly has been my story. I was a very poor high school student, and I was fortunate to take a Black literature class back in the days when that wasn't a very prominent thing. And it totally turned me around. I went from being a terrible student to having some direction. I joined the military, went to college, and the rest, as they say, is history. But a lot of it was because I read inspiring stories that I did not know anything about people accomplishing things that I didn't think they could accomplish. And so it's a personally important thing to me. And I think it could be that to anybody. I don't think it matters what race you are. Reading inspiring stories, reading stories about change and by anyone can inspire you. And I think that's something that we should all strive for.
I totally agree. I love the idea that we take some time to listen to voices that we may not have ever heard before, or voices that not have not been in our lives, and so that's really important. One of the things that I love about Rancho is that as we kind of live into this diversity, we see it like you said. We see it come to life. We see different kind of people come into our community. We see different kind of people be able to tell their stories, and we get all these different perspectives. I'm interested to hear what do you think about, like, why should the church in general have these conversations and talk about Black history and talk about Black History Month?
Well, I think Christ says, love your neighbor. I mean, I think for you to love me, you've got to know me. In fact, I think it's a lot easier for you to love me if you know me. It's hard to hate up close. So I think that knowing me means knowing my history. I think it means knowing the struggles perhaps that I've been through. It allows you to empathize perhaps with the feelings that I have about different things. So I think that that's part of what education is all about. It's about learning about other folks and the freedom to embrace what is important to them.
Awesome. Well, I just want to say on behalf of all of us, thank you for your leadership here, for serving Rancho well. It's a huge thing. And so we're very thankful for that. Also, thank you for coming up here and sharing your heart. It's been great to talk with you. And I hope that all of you, this has sparked some conversations maybe in your community with those around you. And you take this month to listen to some voices that maybe you've never listened to. And then also just take a look at Rancho Church and be proud and look around the room. And as we celebrate our diversity, we think about the body of Christ and how it is a beautiful collection of people from all different types of backgrounds. And here at Rancho, we celebrate that. We love that. We believe in that. So you guys know how to help me wrap this up. Can you do it with me? And that's what's going on at Rancho. Thank you, Dana.